some time out now to welcome our affiliates. We've got with us Stickum, Blog TV, Real Coaching Radio TV Network, Kite TV, Receiva Internet Radio, Radio Roku, and New Media Radio TV as our syndication channels. You can call in to our studio hotline at 303-872-0503 or tweet on in at our CRN or come on in via Skype at Real Coaching Radio. So I understand that it's possible to have a collegial breakup. And so what level of consciousness are these people operating at? Are they looking at a higher good? Is it mostly for the kids? Or what's the scenario that would describe how these people get to the place where they can have an amicable breakup?
Number one is their honesty. And you see when these people come in, they go, I realized it was wrong. They become humble. They actually admit. And it makes it so much easier when a parent is crying in front of their kids and saying, I made a mistake and I cannot keep lying and keep going through this life and relationship. So, I mean, there's honesty is so important. The second thing is, of course, sharing their emotions with the family, entire family. And this is one of the biggest problems. If you look at most dysfunctional families, there is one rule that you will never miss, and that is no talk rule. There could be 10,000-pound gorilla in the room. Nobody will say anything about that. Nobody will talk about it. But what happens with these family systems, when they go through a divorce, they actually talk everything out. So nobody's left in wondering, and there are no secrets. That's number two, no secrets. Oftentimes in dysfunctional families, when they divorce, there are a ton of secrets, head games, mind games. But these families, usually these people, put everything out in the open and make sure that they're able to part appropriately without having to create additional damage. So their number three is the awareness. They're really aware of themselves, who they really are, and what they want in life and what they don't want in life.
Okay. Could you share with us your website one more time so people can find more information about you, Simon?
It's www.emotionalmasteryinternational.com.
Perfect. Okay. We've got a question coming in from Real Coaching Radio TV. There's a lot of information available about relationships, and a lot of it's conflicting. How does someone really navigate through this, minefield of conflicting advice?
Great question. It really is, because we're all struggling for some kind of an answer. I've looked at this for almost 20 years, and I asked this question over and over again. Why do we suffer? And it just dawned on me, we suffer because we really don't know how to deal with our emotions. It's not that we feel, it's we don't know how to deal with them. So if people truly understand their feelings and how those feelings really work, then they will be able to form great relationships and they will be able to work it. Unfortunately, most of the time we're working these relationships in a cognitive fashion. Because most people, when they come to counseling, they're always asking why. Why is this happening to me? Why is he or she doing that? So you're a genius. You give them an answer, right? And they have an aha moment. Oh, I see. So they leave, but they still don't feel any different. And they can't. So the real question is not why that it is happening, but the real answer is that you have to get out of your head, and the answers are in your heart, in your emotional state, in your emotional body. Failure to see and accept that will create nothing but human suffering and very dysfunctional type relationships. It's a given. So I really suggest that if you're going to work on your relationship, you have to start with you, with your emotions, and fix yourself first and understand who you really are. That's where you start.
That's a great lead into your work in emotional mastery in your new book. Could you give us a sneak peek into what's in the new book?
But in the new book, and this also came about innocently. There are certain things that really did not make any sense to me when I was talking to people, because every person I met are fairly intelligent people. I really never met a dumb person. Everybody came to me, knew what the problems were. I didn't have to ask them. They told me. And they also knew how to deal with it and what to do. And I go, well, you know that, and why is it that you're not able to change? That's what they couldn't answer. So it dawned on me,